r/AskReddit created by routinereddit. Pornstars of Reddit. What do your parents think about your job? My 24Y/O cousin is an pornstar. She was disowned faster than Usain Bolt's 100 meters dash. How many times have you watched her videos? r/Sadinla incest. 2 hours later and no reply. I think we all know the answer. I found from my extensive research that step-parents and siblings are overwhelmingly supportive. I guess they watch all of them. Sometimes they take part too. r/Cursed comments. Not a pornstar, but my parents are still heavily disappointed in me. Edit. Thank you all kind people of Reddit for all of your support. I may be a disappointment to my parents, but I'm loved here. Even though my dad told me that the life of a crackhead is better than mine. Poor kid. *POORSTAR. r/blown opportunity. Blown. So I can tell a lot of people aren't really actors/actresses just by reading the comments. It was a shocker at first, but it did take time, and just like anything else, they eventually got used to it. It's kind of now like the family joke, and I do get teased a lot, but it's what I do for a living. Try having your mom/dad see you perform a buckache. Can I ask why your family chose to watch the video? Like, I'm not judging. I'm just curious. Right? I'm an accountant. I don't send my parents Excel spreadsheets to look over. Now if you look at this pivot table, you'll see the trend of my company's dividends has actually been putting out a significant increase year over year. Son, this is just a picture of your dick. Oh freak. I forgot I wasn't actually an accountant, and that's just what I've been telling you for years. Accountant, where did you get that idea from? I told you all I do is look at spreadsheets all day, and that I apparently excel at it. They don't like it at all. They are continuously criticizing my work, saying stuff like what you do is wrong, or you are not a porn star, you just record yourself jerking off, or no one in the church wanted to watch that video, but you gotta do what you love, right? I certainly hope so, although the issue was that he just put it on the projector. Freaking ruined my Wednesday night. My friend once told me he deleted Bible app to download porn on his church high school internet. It was at this moment I knew he is atheist now. Why don't you just live stream on Twitch like all the other girls? You get 10x more money and you don't even need to have sex. That's not entirely wrong. I mean, I assume you've seen the girls that use Twitch for just that reason, right? They do make a lot of money, and they don't get banned, even though it violates Twitch policy. A quick reminder that Twitch staff is usually part of the streamer's fan base, and usually are white knights. Emstra armor. Not a porn star, but was a cam girl for years, and still make content occasionally, but my fiercely feminist mother is not thrilled, and used to more often call me a slut, or say what I did/do is slutty, used to hurt my feelings. But, oh well. Wow, she's really empowering women right there. A lot of vocal feminists are anti-porn. Pretty much if you use your body to make money, just don't tell any feminists, because they're going to act like you're selling their body. It's a generational difference. Second wave feminism was very much against women's bodies being exploited. Third wave feminism is more for women exploiting themselves for empowerment reasons. There's plenty of actual research and discourse on this topic if you are interested. My mom doesn't know, I don't think. She's gotten confused before by packages addressed to my poor name though, so it's literally a Google search away. Billy. Who the hell is Harry Peterinaya? And why does his mail keep coming to the house? And how many sex pillows can one person own? Wait. So you do this and still live with your mom? Well, how else would a pornstar make money? It's all about that step family/brother/sister dynamic. They're always happy to get involved. One of my favorite scenes was one I shot with my mother. Alabama 100 Hotel Trivago. On a serious note, I briefly dated a porn star. I had no idea and she didn't tell me that she used to do porn when we met. About 3 weeks into our fling, I brought her to meet my family at my sister's rehearsal dinner. My brother instantly knew who she was, and to super excited, we went out for a smoke and him and my dad were looking at photos of her on a phone. They were flipping out with glee and I for some reason felt sick to my stomach. She was a really fun gal, and I kind of regret cutting it off. She was done with the business, but I made a mistake of watching one of her videos and seeing her get plowed by 3 dudes at once and couldn't look at her the same anymore. But now I'm older and could look past all that if given another shot. Kind of an asshole move from your father and brother. No kind of about it. They were pure cuntish. They were happy to help film. You're doing amazing, sweetie. But put your back into it. That cock isn't going to bang itself. Also make sure to swallow his cum. No one like a sloppy Sally. r/cassette comments. Not a porn star, but my uncle is. He's retired now, 800 movies later. Doesn't bother me, but it sure boosted my popularity in HS when people found out. He on the other hand, currently installs cable, and while my family thinks it's the better career, no one stops to think about the fact that he has been a cable installer many times at his previous job. Pipe installer, my dude. Hol up. Yeah, male porn stars don't make much. My parents are cool with it. I do have a respectable job, or 3, as well, and I think they'd struggle with it more if I didn't. They've always taken an approach of we might not understand what you do in your life, but if you are safe and happy, then that's okay. One thing that is really positive is that they've been able to reconsider a lot of their assumptions about the industry and people who work in it. They know quite how much work it is and recognize the skills that go into being successful. They also support the activism I do from the sidelines. I cammed and had a pretty huge following, to the point where I would go out and people recognized me. I even posted a picture here once and got so many messages from my ex-subscribers that recognized me. Haha. Anyways, so it's no surprise that my family knew. At first it was all the gifts from my wishlist showing up every single day. Packages after packages. Then it was a phone, then a car. Then, the word started getting around, and I grew more and more. I come from a super small town, so you can only imagine how it was. Basically my mom told me she was going to move if I didn't stop. We had an apartment. I didn't stop. She moved. My dad made crappy comments about it. My sister never brought it up, ever. My mom got over it eventually, but my dad still makes crappy, awkward comments and I hate it. My boyfriend of 2.5 years, it was hard at first. People would recognize him at his work, I guess from stalking my personal FB. They would tell him he was lucky and stuff like that, but he didn't like it. He also still gets random messages about how he's with a slut, but we worked through it. The hard part is his family, specifically his sisters. I'm always nervous and paranoid when I go over wondering if they know. I'm sure they do, everyone does, but I'm not ashamed, and I still advocate for sex workers and help new girls starting out a lot. So screw anyone who thinks negativity about it and wants to project that on me. We're all being used for our bodies and minds one way or another. Why not do what you love? My favorite is when some asshole wants to call me a slut and tell me I'm nothing but this or that and that what I do/did is prostitution. As if working and sweating your ass off all day for some $1 million cooperation for $9/HR is any better. That's what makes me feel degraded. Getting paid hardly anything for the work I do. I know what I'm worth. Edit. My grandma was pretty cool about it. I'm curious, what made you quit? When you have kids it makes things different. I fought and fought for so long against people who would be ugly about that. And I still believe the things I said. such as long as I love them and show them not to judge people based on what they do or like, as long as nobody is being hurt, they'll be fine. But it just became too much. Not just my kids but my family. It was causing too many problems. I decided if I wanted to continue cold and stay where I was living, South Texas, I'd have to be somewhere in California or Florida, because the judgment became way too much. But I would say the nail in the coffin was meeting my boyfriend. He knew what I was doing, but I just became less and less interested as I fell more in love. It takes everything out of you. Emotionally, physically, and mentally. People think it's easy, but it's really not. You basically have to manage yourself. It's a lot. I still from time to time will sell my content because I still have my work Facebook up. I get messages about it every day and the money is so easy. But I haven't recorded new content in over a year. Do you have a job now? Do people still recognize you there? If I wasn't fortunate enough to be able to work for the family company, I'd probably go back to camming. They are cool with it. My uncle isn't too sure about having our sex life recorded for the internet. A lot of people misuse this where it doesn't belong, but this is actual /r/cursed comments.